and welcome to the first episode of Dresden Stories. I made a first impressions video a few months ago, you may remember, and since then a lot has changed. I would like to talk about my academic life and also my dorm life today, and in the next video I will talk about my city life and my friendships and the social activities in general that I do. Let me start with the courses. Since I came here as a master's student, I cannot really compare between the systems in Turkey and Germany, especially coming from a challenging university like Istanbul University. But in general, the courses here are more about doing research and writing rather than memorizing all the stuff that you have to know. Most of the time, you, as a master's student, need to do academic researches, create portfolios and presentations, and also you have to write several seminar papers. Of course, there are few core lectures like trademark law and data law for this semester especially, that you have to take lectures and learn most of the stuff. But like I said, in general, it's all about writing and researching in master. Still, even though I really liked my 2.5 years of work life, being a student is something that I've really missed. Since my childhood, I really love studying and also school and teachers, buying new notebooks, new books, taking notes, underlying words, highlighting, studying, all the activities that related to school and learning. For this reason, in terms of academic life, this university satisfied me, at least for this semester. Among the courses that I took this semester, the one that interested me was, of course, IT law. Since it's the field that I sometimes worked when I was a lawyer, nothing in the content of the course was too difficult to me because I already know the basics and how to deal with them. But because the subject itself is very new within the development of technologies and new era of technologies, it was based on thinking and discussions also in the lecture too. I can say that helped me improve my critical analysis in that sense, and I really hope my philosophy diploma and education really helped me thinking critically in that sense. And also about IT law, we had a simulation game where we have to conduct the DPIA for our client. And with this game, I confirmed that the Turkish Kişisel Verilerin Korunması Kanunu is really derived from the GDPR because most of the articles and the way you interpret the law is quite similar. Even though these topics are tiring, since there was no memorization, I didn't felt like I was lost between those articles. Since the university is a technical university, there are a lot of engineering students and most of them are German. In other departments, however, I met many international students. That is the reason why I call Dresden student city, like Eskişehir in Turkey. The reason is, in my opinion, the city is small and university takes a huge place in that city. Therefore, you see young people everywhere in the streets, in the tram, in the cafe, across the river. And honestly, this makes me really, really happy. Another thing, the university library, SLUB, is much more beautiful than I have ever imagined. Especially during the exam period, I believe almost all the Dresden goes there and studies and works. It is very big and I can say there's a place for everyone. There are quiet areas for people who need silence. There are areas that is close to cafes. that you can chit chat and also study a little bit. And there are group rooms for teamwork activities and some small cubicles if you like to study alone. Still, I am not a person who gets really disturbed by the noise, and in fact, I feel uncomfortable when that place is too silent, like it's usually the case in libraries. For this reason, I found myself a cafe which I've been a regular of in Neustadt, and I spend most of my studying there in that cafe. Now the final topic, my dorm. I live in Budapest Straße, and they usually put one-year students in that dorm. So most of my friends and my classmates, we're living in the same building, and we always go to each other and play neighborhood with each other, you can say. Recently, we felt like having a pizza and a movie night, so I called the girls, they come to my floor, and we made really cute heart-shaped pizzas and watched the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, which was good. We had so much fun while watching it. And another day, we gathered for Lego flowers that we want to make, and another day, we played several board games in the same night, which was super fun. So this is how it goes. I already explained how many people in our floor and how we share it, but I would like to cover that again after one semester. I said in the first part that the kitchen is really small, but it's fine because I don't really cook in there, but I'll take it all back. Because of my French flatmates, I've been really enjoy cooking, and every time I go to kitchen, they're always making some new stuff, which I'm really intrigued of, and they gave me some recipes, which I'm still trying and doing my best. So I really enjoyed cooking in that dorm. The girls in my floor gave me this really warm sisterhood vibes, which I'm really grateful of. And sometimes we went to Elbe for a little picnic, and sometimes we stayed in our floor's common area and do some French charcuterie with some really nice wines and enjoyed. And we made a DIY day where I teach them how to do beaded bracelets. Yeah, it was really fun to spend time with them, but unfortunately all of them are leaving Dresden. Actually, not Dresden, but the dorm. I'm glad that some of them are still staying in Dresden in the second semester, but 7 new people will come to my floor this semester, which I am super excited and curious about, and I just really hope that they will also give me those sisterhood vibes. For me, the dorm atmosphere is really close to having a family in an unknown city. So you don't feel lonely because you always meet someone new. And one of the best parts is you're really close to the city center and the campus. So I didn't have any issues and problems with the transportation, and I actually got a bike for myself, and I've been using my bike to go wherever I want. So, this is how it went for my academic life and dorm life in the first semester, and I gained a lot of experience in terms of lectures and also in my daily life. I didn't really had a moment where I felt alone or uncomfortable. Honestly, I underestimated how people in Dresden could be so friendly, so warm, and truly perfect. People who drop you off to train station at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. People making special birthday cakes for each other's birthday. And these moments made my first semester really special. So I will finish this video right here, and in the next video I will talk about my city life, my social activities. So if you're interested, don't miss the next episode, and if you like this one, please show me that you liked, and also you can comment on whatever you want and we can talk under the video. See you in the next video. Bye!